Yo, how's it going everyone? Rawr here, and today we're going to be bringing you a brand new Gears of War 5 video, and these are kind of my favourite videos to kind of do because you can't be wrong with them. It's all just speculation and obviously predictions, and these are always good to get the community involved with. I've seen a few of my friends doing them, and I haven't actually done one since the game, like before it released, so this should be quite good. I'm going to be talking about all the characters that I'm hoping to see maybe in Operation 4, some of the maps, some of the Tour of Duty stuff, and maybe a few other things that comes to my mind. But we're going to jump into this. I'm going to go through each operation to let you guys see what I'm basing mines off of, and then I'll give you my speculation. So guys, if you do enjoy this video, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will speak to you in the video. So starting off Operation 1, we have seen Cog Gear, Warden, DB and Ram. Now we've seen in their recent blog post and also their live stream that they were talking about the way they're going to start releasing characters is in bulk, and they didn't want to do characters individually because they had to make their abilities and make sure they had all those separate things for like hard, escape and all that kind of stuff. But now that they're just willing to listen to the community and listen and just put the characters out, there's going to be a good chance that we'll just see characters flowing out now, and they will also be adding them maybe down the line of the operation or later down the time. But as long as if we've got the character to play in multiplayer and customs and have fun like that, then that's all we really want as a community. Now as you see here guys, in Operation 2 we've seen the first actual new game mode, and that was free for all. We got to see some new characters, we also got to see a new map which was awesome. We loved Operation 2. Yes, the shotgun was getting changed a lot of the time, but for content wise, talking about was the characters, and we also got to see a new map which was really cool. As you see here, we got the brand new free-for-all game mode, which was absolutely amazing in my opinion. I mean, there was a lot of fun in it. It brought back that nostalgia feel of Gears Judgment, but it has its own little feel. Obviously, you can see here it was up to 14 players, which I think is really cool. But if there's anything that I could say to help like free for all, I would think take it down to 10 players, okay? Let us play on the default maps that are on Gears of War 5 at the moment. I think that would help out because I do think 14 players is too much on the original maps. That is my opinion, that's why they didn't do it. But I could be wrong. This is when they introduced Arcade Blitz as well. In my opinion, not my favourite game mode, haven't really played it, I gave it a shot. But it's not for me, but I'm sure a lot of people like Arcade because of all the kind of weapons you can change from and characters, and it kind of suits people. But this is when we got to see the returning maps of boxes, and also got to see mid, which was really cool for the 2v2 Nashers. Amazing. And then we got the brand new All Fathers Arena map, which I think it's a really good map. It's got a lot of good things. As you see here, it can change up to a certain amount of times, which is absolutely amazing. It makes the map kind of flow differently every single time you play it, so it has its own feel, and it's a really good map. But they definitely need to make more maps for Operation 4. That is a fact. The Tour of Duty is obviously amazing. We get a lot of free content for stuff to unlock. Each time we've been getting stuff, it has been like getting progressively better, but then I do think in Operation 3 it was shorter. Maybe I'm wrong, but it felt short because I've already completed it, and normally it did take me right up until like the last couple of weeks, but I've done it within like 4 weeks, 5 weeks this time, so I'm a little bit bummed about that. But multiple opportunities for TC to give us new characters and just put a lot of bulk ones in there right at the start of Operation 4. So ones that I would love to see would definitely be like Dizzy, maybe Oilrig Dizzy. We could get like Thrashball Drone because we've already got the Thrashball Cole. I would like to see Ty come back. I don't know if they're going to be doing those as totems, but I think you could easily just put them in Tour of Duty, but I don't know what you guys think about that. There's obviously infinity like locusts in different variations that we've seen in Gears of War 4 that could come back. There's some of the women that we haven't saw, like Sam and Reyna. Obviously I'm going to keep Anya out because I do think she would be a good totem for Operation 4, but There's so much different weapon skin sets as well that we could see return. I don't know if you guys remember any of the ones that were in Gears of War Ultimate Edition, but some of those were absolutely amazing. I'd love to see them return. And also Gears of War 4 had some amazing ones as well. So let me know your thoughts and opinions. Off the top of my head right now I can't think, but if you guys could let me know what your favorite weapon skin sets are, then I'll definitely look them up and I'll reply to you in the comments. Now jumping on to Operation 3, as we know, we received the brand new game mode and esports game mode, Gridiron. Now this was a really good game mode because it took away the execution but it added on to its actual new style for Gears of War 5 for the future. So we got to see new characters as always, that's what happens, which was Penanu. Now Penanu is an odd map. I mean, it's so big, it doesn't really work for much game modes. Gridiron, it's great, but the rest of the game modes, depending on who you're playing against, you can really get abused on it, and you can really have unfun times playing on it. But as you've seen here, we got to see the wonderful Cole return, which has obviously amazing abilities. But the thing that the TC wanted to do is obviously now start putting the characters out for you, and we can play as them in multiplayer and have fun with them. And then once they get the abilities ready, then they can add them on down the line. So we've got that, and that'll be fun. I mean, I just love characters and I love changing up. I want the community to be happy. I mean, that's the most important thing. Obviously they said maps, but we really did only see Penanu. That was the new map, you know. So we've had 2 new maps basically since release, Penanu and Allfather's Arena. The 2v2 maps in my opinion don't count. Like, I know this is basically a free-for-all map that they just added, and that is basically the new map just added into a little section and put it in nighttime. Yes, it's new, but it's not really new, you know. People want multiplayer maps. As you've seen there, we saw the wonderful Canals return. It actually does play quite well. It's a fun map. And talking about fun maps and returning maps, I personally think Gridlock is going to be coming back. You guys don't agree with me, that's your opinion, but I'm sure at the start, like right at the start, before we were seeing like leaks and stuff, there was a picture of some sort of game mode which it's never been released yet, and it looked like it was actual Gridlock. I don't know if you guys remember that. I'll try and find a picture and put it on the screen, but that's my opinion. That's what I think. Gridlock would be one of the returning maps. Now to round this all up, guys, I'm just going to tell you kind of what I would think, the characters, the maps, and some important things that I would like to see. So I personally don't think there's going to be any new game modes, so I think they're going to fully focus on maps and characters for Operation 4. So let's do a quick rundown. I believe the first character that we might see returning is Mr. Dom Santiago, which would be an awesome character. I also think we might see Hoffman, if not Hoffman, maybe Paddock. So one of those 2 colonels, and I also think for the Locust side, we're definitely going to see Scourge return. We've seen Ram, we've seen Mira, we've seen Karn. There's no stopping now. Let's bring back Scourge. And for another Locust, just to put it out there, probably Grenadier, because he's a badass and he's one of the originals, so I would like to see him return. As I said in the tour of duty, which extra characters we might manage to see, and which I would personally like to see: Dizzy, Ty, any Gears of War Judgment ones that maybe we haven't saw, so the list goes on. Marina, you could get Sam. But personally I think remakes of ones that we've already got, we could see like classic Marcus return. We get to see some other classic characters that are already in the game. When it comes to the Locust, I think possibly we could see maybe Rager, Flashball Drone. They're all possibilities, and there's a lot of Theanorns out there, different variants, so we could possibly see some new Theanorns returning. But that's just off the top of my head there, guys, so let me know what you guys think. As always, I want your thoughts and opinions down below. And one more thing, just before I finish this video off, I think when it comes down to the mid part of Operation 4, and when they do their mid drop, possibly we might see Wingman come then. If not, then obviously we might see that in Operation 5. But Wingman is definitely a game mode that I think is going to return very soon. Just a lot of people's been talking about it. Every time that they get asked the question on Twitter or in the Reddits, or they're always trying not to say no, but they know it would be an amazing game mode to get back, to bring that to the community, because we haven't had it since Gears of War 3, so that would be very awesome for the Gears community. Guys, thank you so much and have a great day, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Adios.